We have a new chef. He's worked at Rick's Boathouse for 20 years, Indianapolis, up on Eagle Creek. So this is his first wine dinner. We have 4 courses, and the highlight of the night is the Turley Zinfandels. And so these are some of the oldest vines in California, and they're a treasure, and usually we can't get them in the restaurant industry. So they've always been highly allocated. And so we got a case, 12 bottles for this event tonight. And so Joe's been in, and he's doing a great job of explaining about all the aspects of the wine, the terroir, the soil, how you look at a glass of wine in the glass, you smell it, all the different aspects of tasting wine.
So the reason people swirl wine in the glass is it makes the wine taste better, not because it changes it, but as you know, most of your sense of taste comes from your olfactory sense or your sense of smell. So what that does is, if you've ever had a cold and everything tastes bland, it's because your nasal cavity is stuffed up. So when you swirl the wine like that, what it does, it releases the esters in the wine, the flavonoids, so you can actually smell that. So the challenge I would be is take a glass of wine, set it on the table, stick your nose in it, see how intense that is, and then swirl it and do it again, and you'll really see a marked difference between the two. Whenever you go to a wine dinner that's really properly executed like they're doing here tonight at Mcgraws, the ideal thing to happen is to have a synergy between the wine and food. And what you ideally want is to have the wine and the food taste better together than they do individually.
With Joe, we looked at the wines, the taste, and tried to pair them with great food. This last course we just had was the Zinfandel, Old Vine Zinfandel with lollipop lamb on Yukon Gold mashed potatoes, and the presentation was just beautiful. And what I'm hearing so far, everybody's loving it.
So a great example, one of the things that Todd and I talked about is if you do a wine dinner focused on one winery, it can be kind of monochromatic. And what he wanted to do is have a really special dinner tonight focusing on California. So we started off with a small producer of sparkling wine in California called Carboniste. This is their Pet Nat Pinot Grigio. Just a delicious, fun wine. It's not going to break the bank, but just super high quality. I think they only made 475 cases of that. None of these wines are produced in bulk. All of them are mom and pop operations. There's an actual winery. People make these wines, not machines. So for example, this Tyler Chardonnay comes from Santa Barbara County, which is a really cool growing climate. And what that does is it makes the wine, it retains the freshness or acidity. And anytime you're pairing food and wine together, acid plays a crucial role. Fettuccine and chicken Alfredo. If you're pairing that with a wine like this Tyler Chardonnay that's got that bracing acidity, after your second bite, you have a little bit of wine and that acidity rinses your palate off, it clears off those butter fats, and then that third bite is just as good as the first bite was. The very best way to learn about wine and food pairings is to come to events like this. Put it on your calendar, go to your favorite restaurants or wine shops that have dinners like this, and make it a point once or twice a year to come and learn a little bit more. The best way to learn about wine is by drinking wine. So wine doesn't have to be an afterthought, but it doesn't have to be the main thing either. Try different things, mix it up a little bit, go against the grain. The best way to pour wine is not to spill it.
Wow, what a great community to live in, and we've had an excellent night, full house. We have different industries in here, and another one of our famous wine dinners looks like it's going to be a great success.